I got layers anywhere, I be one this. Bad boy, me know this for long thing. If you come my way, I go do you strong thing. If you don't know, ask anybody. I be young dada, original gangster. Original gangster.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is barefaced. I decided not to do any makeup, mostly because, to be honest, I am so tired. I could not be bothered to paint my face or do any form of makeup. So you guys are gonna have to have me serving all natural. I'm in love with my hair, if you guys can't tell already. It's my first properly colored hair that I'm buying. I got it from Mika by Hair. I'll leave her Instagram underneath. So guys, on the show today, I'm gonna be reviewing, drum roll please, King of Boys. I eventually saw it. Yes, I'm part of the last Mark crew. I saw the movie quite late, mostly because I don't know, I was very skeptical about Nigerian film in the cinema. Everybody was saying it was long, but I started seeing a lot of reviews and I was like, you know what's the worst that can happen? Let me go and see it. Now guys, I went to see it at IMAX with my friend Precious. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here. We're gonna do the review together, but let's get into it.
I have a question for you. I want you to think carefully before you answer. Lọ́sẹ̀ kan sísìn, ọmọkùnrin yẹn àti ọmọ yín kẹ́ rí wọn ní ìgbéyàwó tàbí kẹ́ gbọ́ ìròyìn wípé ọmọkùnrin náà fò ṣánlẹ̀ òkú. Èwo lẹ fẹ́?
Mama, we need to see Adekunle. But they for any ori.
Makanaki ṣe nǹkan ṣe ẹ́ ni.
You have drawn the battle line.
Stand him up.
You have stepped on the tail of the tiger.
I am Laburu. God's worst punishment in a person.
So guys, like I said, we're reviewing King of Boys. It's a movie by Kemi Adetiba. It has an amazing cast: Shola Shobowale, Adesoye Tomi, Reminisce, Ill Bliss, Sharon Oja. I mean, the cast was stellar. So guys, I'm gonna divide this review into two: the parts I loved and the parts I didn't love. So let's start with the good stuff. Shola Shobowale is king. Not seen anybody from Toyin Tomato, you know, she was in the Yoruba movie industry, to what she did in Wedding Party, the legendary, and you take me back. I mean, she's all around amazing. She has passion for her craft. You can clearly see that through the movie. She's a total badass. I mean, that was the first thing I loved about the movie. The second thing I loved was they were able to very, very well treat the issues of corruption, the issues of I say issues, you guys back down. Issues of gun violence, you know, organized crime, which I think is going on a lot in Nigeria, but not a lot of people are paying a lot of attention to it. So yeah, that's another thing I loved about the movie. Third thing I would say I loved was the cinematography. Whatever camera they use, I need it. Even though I can't afford it, I need it. It was crisp, and wardrobe was also very, very good. I would say maybe because the cameras were very crisp, the makeup, you know, it gets as it be, you know. But what else did I love? I love the costuming. Whoever was their costumer, they had really nice outfits. This one was all decked out. Mama Yemi and Shola Shobowale was also looking very good. Another thing was Tony Tones. I cannot believe how long I slept on this woman. She's an amazing actress, very passionate as well. She was the best person, I would say, to play Shola Shobowale's character, you know, the younger Eniola Salami. Now, I don't want to give out a lot for those people who are going to watch this review and haven't seen the movie yet. But it's a very good movie, very well written script, very well executed. Or you know, all those Ninja films where you see the ghost crossing the road, and there was none of that. It was very realistic. It was very believable. Like I said, very good storyline. Shout out to Kemi Adetiba and her brother Remi Adetiba, who I low-key or high-key have a crush on. I just think is weird in a very nice New York way. Anyways, yeah, I would give the movie an 8.5 over 10. And when you guys hear my bad reasons, you'll understand why. So we're gonna leave what was good about the movie to what was bad about the movie. First thing, this film is long. I went to the cinema for a 5 o'clock movie and I didn't leave till like almost 9 o'clock. I mean, I guess that there was a lot of scenes in the movie, but personally there were some scenes I felt were unnecessary that they should have just slightly cut out. But if you're gonna see this movie, just go with an open mind. Know that it's long. Don't go on a day where you're tired. Don't go on a day, go on like a Saturday or on a Friday or on a Wednesday after work where you're still pumped, you have energy. If not, you might sleep off and miss a couple of scenes. The second thing that was terrible about the movie was that this why Tommy's acting. God, I know she's everybody's darling, but God, oh, there was a point where she came out, Makanaki, no, darling, no. I would have picked somebody else for that role, because I feel like, because she's such a sweetheart, she's such a sweet person, like everybody says. I don't know her personally. It looked like she was trying too hard to be tough. Like sometimes when she would go like want to be intense and everything, I just ended up laughing because she looked very silly. So I think maybe they should have gotten an actress that was a bit more forceful naturally, not as subdued as Adeswa. I don't think she was at par with Shola, or maybe that's just because Shola Shobowale is way up here. I mean, I liked her in Wedding Party. She was sweet, she was nice, but seeing her in a role as a gangster's daughter, I didn't see that working well. So and the third thing I would say, even though their makeup was good, like I said before, maybe because the cameras were extra sharp, you could see all the contour highlight lines, it looked white, it wasn't a good fit for me. Okay, what else? I would also say that there were some very, very personally unnecessary scenes, and in between the movie they would do a flashback, say okay, there are points F now, they will flash back to point A, and it wouldn't necessarily connect. I think that's part of what lengthened the movie. Like there were some flashback scenes that were very, very, very random, that I'm just like, okay, why are we seeing this now? Obviously they would explain the flashbacks later, but in that moment I don't think it was really worth it. What else? There were also some very unnecessary characters, but all in all, to be honest, the movie is a great movie. It tells a very good story. I like how it showed that, look, whenever a woman is ready, she will rise up, she will take power, and she will do with it whatever she pleases. I like the fact that also they channel things like corruption, they channel things like, you know, violence, you know, what people have to go through to get to certain places. They also channeled different personal journeys and all of that. I want to give it up to Reminisce. Makanaki is a G. He is the original gangster. I think this is his first time acting, and I must say I'm doffing my hat off to him. He took his role perfectly well. He was cold, he was calculated, he was like an original gangster. Another person I want to give a big shout out to is Il Bliss. There is a spin at the end of the movie where Il Bliss says something about, oh, they give me a message for you, I even write time for hand. That was super funny. The movie was light in some places, it was heavy in some places. It just basically showed what being in the streets can do to people, you know, from different works of life. I like the fact that also they were able to, without stepping on anybody's toes, pass across a message. Look, organized crime is a real thing in Nigeria. People are getting killed and tossed, you know, any which way if they offend any political gods, you know, things like godfatherism, or when they do organized crime, certain people get certain cuts. I mean, in the end, it's just a movie about Eniola Salami's personal journey, her rise to wherever she is now, the journey or the fight it took to, you know, get her to where she was, her losses, her gains. In the end, it's a very, very well told story. I'm very proud of Kemi Adetiba and her entire cast and crew, because they did something that we haven't seen ever in the Nigerian movie industry. So guys, if you haven't seen King of Boys, I beg you, go and see it. It's a bit long, but trust me, it's worth it. If you go there with an open mind, you won't even notice that 3 hours 30 minutes have passed and, you know, the movie is done. I mean, it's selling out so far. This woman has cashed out, and we had to book our tickets even before getting to the cinema because it was selling out like, you know, cheap wine. But because Kemi Adetiba, like I said, it is an 8.5 over 10 for me. just because of all the other things that I mentioned. But favorite people in the movie: Shola Shibowale, Tony Tones, Reminisce, Bliss. They killed it for me. They were absolutely amazing. But that being said, guys, we've come to the end of the review. Like I said, enjoy my all natural state. Skin is popping. But guys, let me know in the comment section if you want me to do another skincare routine video, because I've added a couple of products to what my skincare is now. So if you want your skin to glow like these, oh, call me Gloria from now on. Let me know in the comment section, or on Instagram, leave a comment on any of my pictures that you want me to do a skincare routine video. So guys, till I come your way again next week, kisses.